Welcome to the Snapshots of History channel. Rare snapshots that revitalize the spirit of decades gone by. Streets, people, fashion, and iconic moments of the past. What was the world like without smartphones and the internet? Find out now. Times Square in the mid-90s. Bright musical posters, loud billboards, and classic yellow cabs. People dressed simply and comfortably with a double-decker NY Apple Tours tour bus in the background. The street is full of energy and noise, already recognizable as modern New York, but still feeling the spirit of old Manhattan. This is a 1970s New York City subway car, where a group of young women lounge comfortably on worn seats. Graffiti and weathered walls highlight the casual vibe of that era's trains. Their laid-back poses suggest this ride is just another part of daily life. A snapshot from a mid-90s computer store during the Windows 95 launch. Bill Gates appears on a suspended TV screen, surrounded by towering stacks of OS boxes. Shoppers examine the packages, looking for the right upgrade for their home PCs. This scene captures the buzz around what was touted as the easiest Windows yet. It marks the dawn of truly accessible personal computing for millions of households. A hot day on Daytona Beach in 1986. A group of friends lounging on a car trunk. Pastel swimsuits and short trunks capture mid-80s fashion trends. The Atlantic surf roars nearby, and the whole scene radiates carefree summer fun. This is a spacious supermarket from the late 50s to early 60s, bustling with shoppers lined up at mechanical cash registers. Shelves overflow with canned goods, drinks, and colorful packaging, while prices are boldly displayed overhead. This snapshot perfectly illustrates the early heyday of American consumer culture. Here we see two stylish teens from 1970s Southern California, donning flared pants, vibrant tops, and flowing fabrics. Their exposed midriff and long hair capture the carefree spirit and hippie influence of the era. A hint of casual flair in their accessories highlights the playful nature of teenage experimentation. Here's the iconic 1970s photomat kiosk with its bright Kodak film sign and one-day photo finishing promise. A convertible pulls up, allowing the driver to drop off film without ever leaving the car. These tiny booths symbolized quick service in a fast-moving photo revolution. A Carvel ice cream cart on a bustling New York street, where a young boy in bright red shorts eagerly awaits his treat. Surrounding him are yellow cabs, store windows, and vibrant signage. The city in full swing. It's a warm summer day, capturing the carefree spirit of childhood and the sense of endless adventure. This snapshot offers a taste of old-school America, when a quick trip for ice cream felt like a small but thrilling escapade. Two members of the Guardian Angels in the New York subway. 1980s, a time when the city desperately needed protection. These volunteers patrolled trains and streets, fighting back against crime in an era of urban chaos. Their signature white shirts and red caps became symbols of bravery and street justice. The grimy walls, graffiti, and intense stares capture the raw energy of the 80s underground. The summer of love and rock music. A hippie couple stands embracing amid Woodstock's lush fields. She's in a long fringed dress. He's in cut-off shorts. Pure embodiment of that carefree era. All around them is the music, freedom, and unity that gave the festival its special magic. This snapshot takes us back to a time when hopes for peace and love felt almost within reach. Here is a Southern Pacific Railroad lounge car from the 1950s, exuding a gentle sense of luxury and leisure. Pink paneling, plush seats, and small tables lended a club-like atmosphere. Passengers in suits and refined dresses remind us that travel then was an experience, not just a commute. Here's an Atari Home Computers demonstration center from the 1980s, showcasing the latest games and software. A classic arcade title runs on the screen, while various Atari computer models and cartridges sit below. A young couple looks on in awe at the wonder of tech just beginning to enter everyday homes. This snapshot highlights the excitement of an era when having a home computer and gaming on it felt revolutionary. This photo captures the construction of the World Trade Center, which began in 1966 and lasted until 1973, when both towers soared to 110 stories. Atop the towering structure, massive cranes are building what would become one of the tallest skyscrapers of its era. Below, Manhattan streets, the East River, and its bridges emphasize the scale and energy of this massive project. Here stands Colonel Harlan Sanders outside one of the early Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurants launched in the 1950s. His trademark white suit and cane have long been synonymous with KFC's iconic image. The red and white striped roof captures the brand's early aesthetic, quickly winning over motorists across the nation. An elegant woman in a white outfit poses against a striking pink Shelby GT500. This late 1960s muscle car was a symbol of speed and style from that era. The image perfectly captures the glamour and freedom of vintage American culture. A luxury car and a sophisticated model create an iconic snapshot of the past. This image captures the panic on Wall Street during Black Monday, October 19, 1987. The largest single-day stock market crash wiped out $500 billion in value. The faces of brokers reveal anxiety, confusion, and the weight of financial disaster. That day became a symbol of market fragility and the unpredictability of economic crises. South side of Chicago, 1973. Just another day in a neighborhood of street vendors. A resale shop, straw hats, and high handlebar bikes captured the essence of the era. Elderly folks chat by the wall, kids play on the street, embodying the spirit of community. This photo reflects everyday life, the rhythm of the streets, and the evolving urban landscape. Summer of 1955, Disneyland's opening month, and this shot captures pure magic. Kids rush through Sleeping Beauty's castle, the heart of Walt Disney's dream. For many, it was their first time stepping into a real-life fairy tale. This photo isn't just a moment, it marks the beginning of a new era in entertainment. Street chess games in Manhattan, an iconic New York City scene. Amid the traffic and chaos, players focus, lost in strategy and concentration. These makeshift tournaments brought together chess lovers of all skill levels. For some, it was competition. For others, a quiet escape from the city's rush. A 1980s teens room, the era of early personal computers. On the desk, the iconic TRS-80, a pioneer of home computing. Geek culture was rising, coding, gaming, and early hacking experiments. Behind these screens, future tech innovators and entrepreneurs were born. Spring Break 1987, an era of wild, carefree fun. A crowd of students' parties on the beach, lifting a couch into the air. Spring Break meant sun, music, drinks, and total freedom. This generation knew how to live in the moment. No smartphones, no social media. A classic late 70s California summer, sun, ocean, and roller skates. The boardwalk is packed with people in swimsuits, the air salty and warm. The roller skating craze was at its peak, defining the beach lifestyle. Freedom, youth, and carefree days when the moment was all that mattered. This photo captures the essence of American high schools in the 60s. Joy, music, and youth. The marching band prepares for a performance, with girls laughing and drumming. Their vibrant outfits and long hair reflect the carefree, hippie spirit of the era. Music unites them. Trumpeters, saxophonists, drummers, and the color guard in the background. A late 80s music store, a true haven for music lovers of the era. Vinyl records, cassette tapes, and the first CDs fill the shelves. Madonna albums in the foreground reflect her status as a pop icon. Stores like this are rare today, but they were once the heart of youth culture. A room filled with classic skee-ball machines, a staple of American arcades. The goal is simple. Roll the ball into the highest scoring hole. The competitive thrill and prize ticket rewards made it a fan favorite. Today, these machines are relics of a bygone era, but they still exist in retro arcades. Children play on an abandoned car in the South Bronx in 1970. At the time, the area was infamous for high crime rates and economic decline. Crumbling buildings, graffiti-covered walls, and empty streets symbolized a tough era. Yet, even amidst hardship, kids found ways to have fun and create their own adventures. A classic American drive-in diner, popular in the 1950s to 60s. Bright signs reading "Eat Now" and "Eat in Your Car" beckon passing customers. Vintage cars parked under covered stalls add to the nostalgic atmosphere. These spots were social hubs and symbols of on-the-go convenience. Two stylish 80s guys with a rockabilly vibe posed by a vintage car. A white tank top, rolled-up jeans, and a cigarette capture their rebellious spirit. The old 1950s Dodge parked in a rundown lot enhances the retro aesthetic. This photo embodies street youth culture and fashion trends of the era. A 1970s American highway, scorching sun, motels, and gas stations. A blue Ford Mustang and a massive Pontiac wait at the traffic light. Mobile, Denny's signs and road markers set the classic roadside scene. This moment captures the essence of America's open road culture.